Yo, what is going on, boys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we have some super hype news. We have the Legend Katakuri coming to the Japanese version. We have a new batch of limit breaks with a lot of cool stuff, and we have some other really cool stuff coming out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the news. Alright guys, so we're going to be going over the brand new Pandaman event, and this one's a little tricky, and I apologize for like the weird look we have here, but it's basically so I can show you everything. So on the Pandaman event here, you can see that we're supposed to tweet out exactly what's supposed to happen, and I have the link to the Reddit page here. Pandaman is a wrestler with a bounty on their head. If you find Pandaman within Treasure Cruise, take a screenshot. Examples, take your best shot and tweet it out to the official One Piece Treasure Cruise Twitter account at OnePiece_TreCrew. This event's going to run from the 28th all the way through the 1st of June, so you have a very short time to get this done. Only one reward is being handed out per user. If a user receives multiple awards, the highest tier reward will be giving out. The screenshots will be judged based on comedic and fun factors. Like, you literally can find Pandaman anywhere. They're just going to give awards to whoever they feel should get them. A total of 44 rewards will be heading out. The grand prize being 444 gems for one person. The runner-up is going to get 44 gems for 3 people. And participation awards, 4 gems for 40 people. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people participating in this event. I don't really know who's going to receive awards or not and how you're going to receive the awards. But we do know that they're going to be handed out. I think it was after the event, but I'm not sure it's going to be during the event or whatever. But I mean, there's not really too much information on that. So we found Pandaman. We went to the menu screen here, and Pandaman was like right here. So what I did was I take a screenshot of Pandaman right here, and then I'm going to go to the Twitter account, you're at OnePiece_. Right crew. Got him. Oh, so difficult. So that's basically it. But there's tons of different Pandamans throughout here. So obviously, the one who finds the best Pandaman wins. I don't really know what that's all about, but apparently that's just how it's gonna work. The next bit of news here is we have the new treasure mode boss has been teased on the Japanese version. We don't know what he is, but there's a lot of speculation on exactly what he could be, as well as what people think he is. Some people thinking Akainu, some people thinking Blackbeard. There's a lot of votes on Blackbeard for this next treasure mode boss. One I was kind of thinking of because of just how he's positioned and the roundness of his body, I was kind of feeling Sengoku. I don't know why, I'm just feeling Sengoku. Just random Sengoku. It's probably Blackbeard, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with Sengoku. Why not? You know, I'll have the outlier vote. It's fine. Maybe I'll get it wrong. Maybe we'll get it right. We'll see. But I'm definitely interested to see what this could be. There are some fan-created arts on this. Like some people put Croc in here. Some people definitely showed Blackbeard. So definitely some interesting artworks here. And we're not 100% sure what it could be and what it is. However, the arm out to the side that's back here kind of feels like it's representative of Blackbeard because of the yummy yummy no fruit, and I kind of think that could be it. However, I also think that it could be, treasure mode Garp. But there's no fist. You don't see the fist. Maybe the fist is like covered by his body, and he's like, he's got, what is that his left? No, it's his right arm. His right arm is out here, and his left arm's coming in. So maybe he's like about to make a fist, and I don't know. Maybe probably not Garp. I'm still going with Sengoku. Hadouken! We'll pull out the Buddha palm real quick. It's probably Blackbeard though. We'll see. And the next thing we got released, of course, is the new treasure mode allies that can be relied on in the next treasure map, which is going to be Strength Big Mom, Dex Kizaru, and Quick G4 Luffy. That is treasure mode Gear 4 Luffy, not Legend Luffy. But of course, Legend Luffy is boosted in the next treasure mode. We have Legend Luffy, Legend Nami, Legend Tesoro, into Sakazuki, Strength Whitebeard, and Dex Doflamingo. Now, we don't know if there's going to be treasure mode booster units or if there's going to be a legend unit that's going to be boosted, but there is some hype news that is just coming out right after this, and that unit is probably boosted. Spoilers, Katakuri. We don't know we don't have the information on Katakuri. He was just teased today, so this information that we got did not have the Katakuri release included. So there's probably a whole other set in here that we don't know about. Then we have the limit break characters. We're going to be 6+ Kuzan as well as Enel. Legend Enel, so that's pretty cool. We're also going to have Coliseum Dex Kid, Coliseum Kai X-Ray, Coliseum Kai Diamante. Then there's going to be raid bosses with Quick Zoro, Strength Senior Pink, Quick Bellamy, Int Lucci, Side G4 Tankman, Strength Akainu, and then we're going to have Int Kai Boa. I don't know why they didn't, I guess it's just structuring it differently. Then we have the entire set of the Pizza Fraud for us from Brook, Robin, Chopper, Zoro, and then the returning one is going to be Usopp. Then there's Quick Ivankov for story mode, Fortnite's, Dex Blue Gilly, Strength to Opponent, Quick Bonnie, Soul King Brook, Int Shiroshi, and Int Vanderdecken. So overall, a very large pool of units again for this next treasure mode. There's probably going to be more rare recruits put in here for another rare recruit batch that's coming out, and of course there's going to be maybe another couple legends or another legend put into the legend pool for the other boosted units. The next thing we're going over is the brand new batch of limit breaks coming out to the Japanese version, and these are cool. I mean, obviously we already know about the Kuzan and Enel from the previous segment, so that's interesting and really cool. I am definitely going to limit break my my Kuzan. However, on Enel, I'm kind of on the fence because Enel's not really going to get a huge bonus to his stats if I do a limit break. The attack is obviously nice. The recovery could also be nice, but I'm not sure how much recovery he's going to gain from this. I'm not sure how the recovery is going to be super useful. He might be good as a sub. He might get a sailor ability. Don't know yet. We'll have to see when it comes out and what his release are. But I'm definitely going to get 6+ Kuzan done because 6+ Kuzan is amazing. Really good unit, and I hope he does get some cooldown reduction on his limit break, putting him down to about 11 turns. 12 turns would be nice, but 11 turns is what I'm looking for if we can get that going. For rare recruits, we're going to have the OG Moria, which is Int Moria. He's the one that changes his orbs into like Strength, Dex, and Int, I think. Then there's Cyber Kuyo, which is his orb, as well as the Captain Orb into Sai. Or Lumbus, which is not really useful ever, but like was useful one time, I think. Then there's Insect Tomorrow, which is kind of good for like lowering cooldown in the top row. TS Nami coming back. Yeah, I'm really hyped about TS Nami. Then there's Sai Icaros, who is a good unit. However, he has been power crept really heavily. Definitely a good unit still. Heraclean, really trash unit. No one was going to use that ever. And Dex Conjuro is finally getting a limit break, so I'm super happy about that. I have so many dupes of that dude, so I'm definitely limit breaking him. I cannot wait to get one. Then there's going to be Raid Magellan, so definitely farm out some Raid Magellan copies. Then it's going to be Coliseum Kid as well as Coliseum Kairos. Now, Coliseum Kairos, I'm actually kind of interested in, because he is a speed farming unit, and getting a little bit of boost on Coliseum Kairos might be kind of useful. It really depends on what he's going to get as limit break, whether it be like cooldown reduction, where they have an instant cooldown right away, or if he's going to barrier penetration. I'm not really sure what he's going to get, but I'm very interested to see what we're going to get in that unit. As for Coliseum Kid, the extra attack on Coliseum Kid would be really nice for his special ability, so that would be really interesting to see how he's going to play in. But unfortunately, he does not really work with the Big Mom, so I'm hoping they do some kind of Kai Coliseum Kid so we can use him with a lot of other characters. And what I'm really hoping for is not a Sai or It character. I'm hoping for a not another Dex Coliseum Kid, but I am hoping for like a Quick Coliseum Kid. That would be interesting. I'm hoping we get a quick character with that kind of ability. We already have Story Mode Kid for that, but you know, the Coliseum version is much better, and I'm hoping to see something there. An Int version or Psy version would be kind of cool, but well, we have rare recruits for that right now, so I'm hoping to see Coliseum Kid get a Kai sometime soon, and that would be a very good thing to see. I'm very impressed with this limit break batch. I'm very happy about it, and it is a very, very good set of limit breaks overall. And the final bit of news here we have, of course, is the brand new Katakuri Legend. I actually went over this on stream and I had a recording for this, but I wanted to re-record just for you guys on YouTube again. This captain is actually a very, very cool captain ability. Very interesting and definitely very, very fun to use. And I cannot wait to try him out, and I hope I do pull him. It is confirmed to be a legendary unit, and it is confirmed that this character is going to have a Sugofest with it that is going to be dropping on the 31st of May. So it is right after the Jewelry Bonding banner. So once that banner ends, we are going to have a brand new Sugofest with this Katakuri Legend, and I will be dropping another video talking about all the units on the banner, exactly what we're going to have here. But let's talk a little bit about Katakuri Legend. So the first thing about Katakuri Legend is he is going to boost the attack of fighters, strikers, shooters, cerebrals, and powerhouse units by 1.825, and if you have two classes, as in you have a fighter striker, fighter shooter, fighter cerebral, fighter powerhouse, shooter cerebral, striker shooter, striker cerebral, striker powerhouse, shooter cerebral, shooter powerhouse, or cerebral powerhouse character, then that character is going to get a 3.33 times boost. You have to have 2 of the classes in order to get the 3.33 times boost. Otherwise, you're getting a 1.825 times boost, which is very low. This character is also going to make Quick, Psy, Recovery, and Tandem going to be treated as beneficial orbs. We don't know the class of this character yet. We do not know the... we don't know anything about him yet, but I will be releasing a second video tomorrow talking a little about him, but I wanted to get this information out to you today so you can have it right away. So he's going to reduce the all damage taken by 20%, which is very, very nice. Depending on the damage dealt in one turn, you can have a chance of delaying all units. If you do 100,000 damage or more, it has a 20% chance of delay. A 50%, 500,000 damage or more, you have a 50% chance of delay. 1 million damage or more, you have a 100% chance of getting a delay off. And if you do 2 million damage or more, you have a 100% chance of doing delay, and that delay is going to go through debuff protection, which is very good. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to proc conditionals. I really don't know if that's going to proc any interrupts. I don't know if any of that, we haven't done any testing because this character was just announced. We don't know any of that, so let me know more about your thoughts on the captain ability and how the delay is going to work in the description below. Or sorry, the comment section down below, because that is going to be a very, very cool unit to see. I definitely want to see more about him. Now, the special ability is also very cool. It does 3 separate things. The first thing it does is going to boost the attack against delayed enemies by 1.75 for 2 turns for only fighter, striker, shooter, cerebral, and powerhouse units. So to my knowledge, this is the first conditional-based conditional ability where it's only going to boost delayed attack for fighters, strikers, shooters, cerebral, and powerhouse. That has not happened before. There has not been a delayed or any kind of conditional boost to my knowledge that only boosts the attack of specific characters. So that's interesting. Before the motif was, hey, just boost it off the captain, and then like if you have that side of captain, then you can use delay. But this is the first time I think it's ever been off of like specific classes. So that's kind of an interesting change from Bandai to do that for conditional boost to make them conditional, which is not a terrible change because fighter, striker, shooter, cerebral, powerhouse units is 5 out of the 8 classes of the game. So I mean, the only ones you can't really use are slasher, free spirit, and driven units. So this is only bad for those 3 type of classes if they have those 3 types. So those are the only, slasher, free spirit, and driven. Really bad for Katakuri. However, really good if this character is a sub. You can still use it if they have another alternate class. So if V2 Dofi team, if V2 Dofi was on the team, you could still get a cerebral boost for the delayed conditional if you're using this character as a sub and V2 Dofi as a sub. So you can still get it that way. The second thing he does is going to change all colored orbs, strength, quick, psi, int, and dex, int, and block orbs into matching orbs. So that part right there is just as good as treasure mode Sabo. Just in those 2 things, he is already as good as treasure mode Sabo. But in addition to that, what he's going to do is reduce the cooldown of fighter, striker, shooter, cerebral, powerhouse units by 1. And seeing how this is kind of allowing you to go outside of just cerebral units, you now get fighter, striker, shooters, and powerhouse units in your teams. Very, very good unit. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, this character does not synergize very well with G4 Luffy. If this character was going to be, if you're trying to make a hybrid team for one and the other. However, if you did use a double G4 and use a Katakuri sub, you will still get the delayed conditional because G4 is a fighter. So you will still have this character as a delayed conditional character. However, he is not a self-proccing delayer, but he does have a captain ability that allows you to do so. So there are a lot of interesting things about this unit. I'm very curious about this unit in general. What's really cool is that the new dice is going to be a great universal type booster for this character. Unfortunately, the Pedro is not good with him because he's a cerebral slasher, but the new dice is a fighter powerhouse unit, I believe. Let me just double check. And what's also good here is the new Baccarat, which is a striker and cerebral unit, which is also a 1.75 orb booster that removes a lot of different really annoying effects, is also going to be a striker and cerebral character. And then there's another unit you can use as an orb booster is going to be the Sengoku, which is a fighter cerebral unit. However, you do need a lot of quick and psi units in your team in order to get the orb boost. So the Baccarat, in my opinion, would probably be the better of choices. Now, seeing how you get a conditional orb boost and type boost on your team with 2 of the units out of the previous batch, that is actually a very, very cool thing, and I like that a lot. You can also use the new chopper if you did want to, and the new chopper will allow you to get a chain boost off if you do want to use him as a chain booster. However, of course, there are better chain lockers and such if you wanted to use those as well, so you do have other options. Another great unit to use, of course, is going to be Hody, which you can use for damage reduction as well as cooldown reduction on their powerhouse team. So if you do want to use that, it's a great unit there to do as well. The Boa sisters, we have Dex and Sonia, which is also an interesting character to bring here if you want to get all Dex orbs here. However, Dex is not beneficial, so who knows. We have Pedro, Coliseum Pedro. If you did want to have a more cerebral type team, you can actually use him for color affinity, so you do have him as well. If we do use in a lot of Psy and quick characters on the team, there's also Psy-Hida as well as Sengoku for the orb boost if you do want to use that. We do have, and then of course there's Zio for a chain lock, which is a striker powerhouse unit. So you do have a lot of different options if you did want to use him as well. And if Katakuri does end up becoming a cerebral captain, you can also use Koala, which is a bind despair remover, and also a chain booster. So that would also be a great unit to bring. Another nice thing here is on these types of teams, you're also able to bring Legend Robin as well as Legend Nami. Legend Nami is a striker cerebral unit, so you will have orb boost and color affinity if you wanted to bring her in just the team by herself. You also have Legend Robin on the team, so you can use her as a sub as well to get a 100% damage reduction. You can bring Legend Lucy if you did want to get a type boost if Katakuri ends up becoming a strength dex or quick unit, so give you a lot of options there for Legend Lucy. What's really interesting about this set of units is that there's actually a much smaller set of units that I previously thought there was going to be available here, but a larger amount of them that are rare recruits are really good rare recruits in the last couple batches that actually will synergize together to give Katakuri a very cool boost. So I'm really curious to see if there's going to be future units that are going to be really good on his team that are not like Free Spirit or synergized, or maybe the striker and cerebral striker powerhouse. Maybe he's going to be a striker based unit that's going to have a lot of striker goodness, or maybe a cerebral unit. My personal feelings on Katakuri is I'm hoping he's going to be a fighter and cerebral or striker and cerebral character. My hope is for striker and cerebral. My thought is fighter cerebral, but the spear kind of says striker to me, so I'm not 100% sure what he is, but I'm hoping for that. So let me know, guys, again, if what you guys think he's going to be before the release. This is really hype. I'm hoping he's going to be something really great. Alright guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you smack the like button down below, as well as the subscribe button down below, so we get lots of support in the channel, and of course, keep the channel growing. If you guys do want to get notifications on all my videos, make sure you hit the bell notification right next to it so you get notifications every time I drop a video. If you want to check out the last couple videos, they're right over there, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.